Today is a very special video because I can only make these type of videos once a year, and that's a promo tier list. The Madden 22 content cycle has basically come to a close, besides maybe a couple Ultimate Legend drops still to go, but yeah, the content is basically done. So today's a perfect day to just rank all the promos from the previous year, the previous Madden season. There were some good ones, there were some bad ones. Let's hop into it. And first things first, before we get started, I do want to give a shout out to my man McCullough Plays. He made today's tier list, so shout out to him. I definitely would have missed, like I 100% would have missed the promo, so shout out to him for compiling these nice high quality images, and also making the tiers as well. We got S tier today, A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier, and throwaway, which I like this edition. I do like this. I'll definitely be slandering some promos in this tier today, but yeah, shout out to McCullough. Okay, so let's get started. The first promo we are looking at today is the Team Builder promo. This was a promo that spanned throughout the whole year, basically. Aside from drop number 1, there isn't much care about this promo. I mean, we get a bunch of cards that no one uses. Even if you have one of their theme teams, a lot of these cards are already outdated the second they come out. So yeah, I like them for drop 1. I think there were 84 overalls to start this year, which it's pretty good. I think, I think these guys were even out before the game even came out. Like, they were on the database before the game even came out. So yeah, I think getting a bunch of 84s to start the year is definitely a W. They're fairly affordable. I like that. But it's, the second drop, the third drop, and the fourth drop that literally no one cares about. So this one might be a little bit controversial, but I am going to throw the Team Builders promo for Madden 22 into the throwaway category. I just think it wasn't good whatsoever. Like, as far as, percentage of usable cards compared to the amount of cards that were dropped, it is actually atrocious. So yeah, throwaway for Team Builders. So now we have the Blitz promo. This is a promo that's a fan favorite every single year, and this year was no different. We got a bunch of big names. We got Kyle Pitts, we got Bo Jackson with the brand new Bo Knows X Factor, which was actually 2 AP for a while. A lot of people do forget about that, but Bo with Bo Knows was absolutely broken, and everyone was using him because it was so cheap. They did eventually increase it, and then everyone got off of it. But yeah, Bo Knows when it was 2 AP was definitely terrifying. We had Lamar Jackson, we had Montez Sweat, a bunch of good names, a bunch of good budget cards, even for free cards as well. We had this Bo Jackson, 93 speed. He's Bo Jackson, so he has the big shoulder pads, all those things, but also had 0 AP Acrobat. This for a free card was a pretty big W. Like, free cards, expensive cards. This was a good promo and a great way to, kind of get us away from what I think was an awful Harvest promo. But yeah, good budget cards, good store offers, great card art. I feel like Blitz, man. I think Blitz could definitely move up into S tier, depending on how the rest of this tier list and video goes. But for now, I'm going to leave it at high A tier. I think it's definitely in that range. But yeah, this was an amazing promo. That was a lot of fun. It was definitely a lot of fun. And so now we have the Bo Knows promo. And this promo was basically like the 50 and the 100 that we had in the last two Maddens. And if you compare this promo to those two, I feel like the 50 and the 100 kind of blow this out of the water. I really do. But if you let this, kind of stand on its own, it wasn't a bad promo. Had good rerolls. I wasn't a big fan of the sets, but it is what it is. I think we got a bunch of cool names. Obviously Revis, Calvin Johnson came out on a Monday. We had Ty Law, who was solid. There were some alright cards. I don't think this promo was like an A or S tier promo. I feel like a lot of people are gonna have it as that, but I don't think it was A or S tier. I think I might put this one, might be a little controversial. I'm gonna put it B tier, but I think it's gonna end up low B tier. That's what I think. I think it's gonna end up low B tier. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I just wasn't. I feel like the cards were a lot of them overpriced. I mean, yeah, there were some cool names, but yeah, there was a lot of things I wasn't a fan of. And also, it's hard for me not to compare it to the 50 and the 100. It really is. Like, it really, really is. And it's very important to have a good promo like that. Like a reoccurring weekly promo. It really is that people get excited for. So yeah, Bo Knows, I'm gonna throw a B tier. So now we have part number 1 of the Campus Heroes promo. And as far as Campus Heroes go, I feel like it definitely could have been a little bit more. That's the main reason why I'm going to put Campus Heroes kind of low. But, some decently sought after cards like, who's it? Joey Galloway, B-Dog's always a pretty cool card to see. And we had the 6'3" Roy Williams in this promo as well. Master Reggie Bush was cool, but because I feel like the Campus Heroes promo in Madden can always just be better. Even in Madden 21, I feel like it just wasn't that great. And I feel like, again, this year, it could definitely just be so much more, but for some reason, it just isn't. So, yeah, Campus Heroes, I'm going to put him at D tier. I feel like a very underwhelming promo. Ghost of Madden. Okay, so Ghost of Madden was and is a fan favorite this year for sure. I love the limited times. I think the limited times are super cool. Super cool names, which I feel like is half the battle, honestly. Like, look at, for example, like Madden Machines, which I'll go over in a little bit. But yeah, Tim Tebow, he's a cool name. He created hype. He had people trying to pull his card. Yes, he was god awful. I mean, yeah. But yeah, he was a cool card that people, you know, were trying to get. Like, he was pretty expensive off rip, and then people realized, damn, this card ain't worth it, and he pretty much tanked very quickly. But Micah Parsons was cool. Devontae Adams was the best receiver in the game for a long time. I mean, crazy speed on this card. Having a Devontae Adams with this kind of speed is ridiculous. Being a route runner, just an amazing card that was, okay, what just happened? How did we go back so far? But just an amazing card. We also had, you know, just the normal collectibles. Vernon Davis was cool. Devin Hester got all team chems if you did the season 1 stuff. Adrian Peterson, Patrick Peterson, Richard Sherman, DeMarcus Ware. Basically, yeah, all of these 95 Ghost of Madden pass cards were amazing. The present and the future guys, they were okay, but this promo was definitely carried by the past and the limiteds, in my opinion. So that's what I think does keep this promo out of S tier. But Terry McLaurin was cool. Some cool 92s were like Najee was all right. Outside of that, I feel like, you know, the future and the present part of this promo could have been better. But yeah, for that reason, I'm gonna keep, you know, this promo out of S tier for that reason. But yeah, good limiteds, good past. They were in rerolls, just a super cool promo. And every year, you know, Ghost of Madden is a fan favorite for good reason. So now we have Gridiron Guardians Part 1. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like this one. I really didn't. I did like the names. I think Rodgers was like all right. His abilities actually weren't that good though, I'm pretty sure that was the reason why I just didn't like him, because he didn't get Gunslinger, I don't think, because of his archetype and a bunch of different things. But yeah, Rodgers was a cool name to see. Obviously everyone and their mother got his release this year, so it wasn't like he was that exclusive for that reason. But yeah, Jalen Ramsey was good. McCaffrey, I'm pretty sure they did up his speed a little bit because of complaints. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. But yeah, outside of this promo was not that great. The 90s weren't anything great either. So straight up, Gridiron Guardians Part 1, I think, was just a straight up disappointment. I'm gonna throw it down here at D tier. Definitely wasn't, you know, better than Campus Heroes, because there's probably like 1 or 2 good cards in this whole promo. But yeah, Gridiron Guardians Part 1 just wasn't a fan. So next up, we have Harvest. And for the last 2 years, I've been a, you know, known Harvest promo hater. I feel like over the last 2 years, the Harvest promo has just been bad. I guess Madden 20, there was Mike Irvin, but whatever, okay? This promo, I won't lie, was a little bit better this year. You know, Tyreek Hill's a cool name to see. We got a good Alvin Kamara card. And then Antonio Brown was a cool name to see too, obviously Dion. But outside of that, again, I think underwhelming. I think personally another underwhelming year for the Harvest promo, especially a promo that comes out right during the meat of the Madden season. I think this should be a promo up there with Most Feared. It should be a promo up there with Zero Chill. I guess, you know, this could be a really good time in Mutt if we get a good Harvest promo and then we get a good Blitz promo. That's like basically a month of just W's. But this year Harvest was slightly better, but I'm still going to disrespect the Harvest promo just because I feel like it could be and should be so much more. I'm going to throw it down here at D tier. Was better than those 2 promos. I liked Alvin. Tyreek's a cool name to see with speed. Jabril Peppers limited was, you know, pretty. I think he was needle moving because of his speed and his hit power and stuff like that. A little bit undersized, but whatever. I'm gonna throw Harvest promo down there at D tier. Okay, so let's get one of the big body promos out of the way, and that is the Legend promo. We all know what the Legend promo is. Every Saturday we get, you know, 2 good cards for the Legend promo. That's really it. 2 very expensive cards as well. The limited times I think are just stupid personally. That's just my opinion. I'm sure I'm not alone in that opinion, but I feel like the limiteds are dumb. I made a video on the Legend promo maybe like 2 weeks ago talking about how I think it could be better if you want to get a more in-depth analysis on that, and kind of my thought process. But I don't think the Legend promo is like an S tier or A tier promo. I think there's a lot, and I mean a lot of room for improvement in this promo. So I'm gonna put it at, probably will end up like mid to low B tier. Yeah, I think Bono's was probably like, I don't know actually. I don't know if Bono, I mean, obviously in the Legend promo, you're gonna get good names, but I'm just looking at it. I'm looking at it from a, you know, like setup standpoint as far as price goes and limiteds and packs and all those things. It's kind of factored in with the Legend promo, which is, I guess, it's kind of unfair, but it is what it is. I'm gonna put it mid to low, you know, mid to low B tier. So next up, we have the limited edition promo. We all know how this works. Limited time cards on Thursdays. I think it's stupid. I'm gonna come out and say it right now. I don't like this promo at all. I'm gonna throw it right into throwaways. I think it's just bad. I'm talking like, I think 95% of these cards are not worth what they were going for, and the 5% is like these zero chill cards. Like the Jalen Hurts, I think was cool because he was going for quick sell, stuff like that. That was cool, but you know, getting a Kenny Moore Jr. for 800K, no one's doing that. So yeah, limited time promo. I'm gonna leave it down there, a throwaway. Just get rid of it, revamp it, do what you gotta do. I would be fine if it never showed up again. If it does come back, yeah, just make sure there are varieties with it, or rerolls or something like that. Like, don't make it so the only way to pull these guys is from spending money on a card that you're never gonna pull, most likely. So yeah, that's my opinion on the limited edition promo. And yeah, one more thing I want to say about the limited edition promo. I feel like I didn't really say what I wanted to say. If you are gonna drop these limited time cards, make them like insanely amazing. Like, make them worth what they're going for. That's the last thing I want to say. If this format's gonna stay in the game, make these cards absolutely insane. Like, don't drop a Devin Singletary that is just super slow the second he comes out. Like, don't do that. Like, if you're gonna drop these cards, make them actually good. So now we have Most Feared. I just made a video on the Most Feared promo. I think this promo was really good. I think from the format to the strategy cards, I think it was just a cool promo. The card art was amazing. Most Feared is always super good. So I'm not going to talk too much about this one. You guys remember this, you know, Randy Moss, Ray Lewis, Rob. We got good limiteds like Brendan Marshall, JC Horn was amazing. T.Y. Hilton for his price tag was pretty good too. I was a fan of this promo. I was a big fan of it. So yeah, Zero Chill, card art wise, solo wise, all those things, I'm gonna put it at A tier. Was it better than Ghost of Madden? I think it's basically equal with Ghost of Madden. I feel like there were some parts of the Most Feared drop that definitely could have been better, but yeah, I'll put Most Feared in front of Ghost of Madden just because I feel like the worst parts of the Most Feared promo were not as bad as the worst parts of the Ghost of Madden promo. So yeah, I'm gonna put Most Feared ahead of Ghost of Madden. Okay, so real quick, I guess this means just like the Cam Chancellor, Mutt Master stuff. I'm gonna put it at, I'll put it like B tier. I guess it was just Cam Chancellor, right? That's about it. Maybe he's also talking about like John Lynch and Sean Alexander and all those guys, but I think the Mutt Master this year was really good. I really like that it was Cam Chancellor. He's a card that is amazing. Everyone can use him, all team chems, good abilities. A really good card, a card that's actually worth using. Unlike the Sam Mills that we had last year. So yeah, I like Cam Chancellor. I think he was definitely a good option. And I knew that the second he was revealed, about a year ago. I knew it. He was going to be a beast. And yeah, there was no surprises there. So yeah, I guess Mutt Master or whatever this is, I'm going to put it at low to mid B tier. Okay, so now we are going to go over all of the Madden seasons, or the Mutt seasons, whatever they were calling it this year. And I feel like a lot of them were all right. I think that there should have been a lot more seasons to kind of keep the game fresh and, stuff like that. I feel like that definitely should have been a thing that EA did. They didn't, but I did like season 1. I think George Kittle was a good, level 50. Devin Hester, all team chems, I think was amazing. Route Runner Archetype, they made this card really good. Even Shoutout was a good option as well as a user. So yeah, season 1, I think, in my opinion, was the best. I would say it was the best. I would say season 1 was definitely the best. So season 1, we're going to throw at C tier, which is, I guess, kind of funny that I said it was the best, but I put it at C tier. But yeah, the seasons weren't that great this year. If I were EA, I'd make more seasons and I'd make them better. Easy as that. I would actually put hyped up names up there, not like who the last guys? Tony Castillas, Dan Fouts, and who is it? Chidubi Awuziwe? Is that who it was? Okay, so we're gonna bang these out real quick. This was season 2. Taylor Mays did carry this season. By the time you got PJ Williams, he was already basically outdated. And also the fact that the level 50 guys don't get all team chems is kind of crazy to me, because I mean, unless you have a Saints team, there's no point in even grinding for PJ Williams. But yeah, I think Taylor Mays did carry this season. I chose Baselli. I actually still use Baselli, so I should probably consider that. You know, all team chem, really good offensive lineman. Actually was pretty good. So season 2, there it is. Season 3, who did we get? Season 3 was, I think, probably the worst one. Yeah, season 3 was probably the worst one. I don't think either master was really ever worth using. You know, there's a bunch of running back options in the game. Nick Bolton, I guess, was cool for overall. Outside of that, it is what it is. And then finally, the season that we're on right now, season 4, I think Tony Casillas does really carry this just because he gets that zero AP inside stuff. But, you know, Brennan Cooks, no one's using him. Chidubi, no one's using him. Dan, I don't know who is choosing him or using him. I don't know. But, yeah, let's go ahead and put these seasons down. Okay, I'm going to snap my fingers and they'll all be on the tier list. So, yeah, there we go. Season 2 at C tier. We got D tier. We got season 4. And I think season 3 was the worst out of them. Like I said, give us better cards, make more seasons. It would definitely make this whole new seasons concept that was new to this year a lot more enjoyable, in my opinion. And I was very excited for this season. I think season 1 was a good start that I was thinking was going to get much better. Obviously, that didn't happen. So, yeah, on to the next. Okay, so this is actually a fun one. We have the Stocking Stuffer promo, a new promo to Madden 22. And I would love if this came back. I honestly would. I think if I were to redo this promo, I'd probably make a couple more usable cards. A lot of these guys were unusable. A lot of them just turned into backups for team chems. But that's why I like this promo so much, because, you know, 2x team chems on a lot of these guys is really nice. That is like really cool. So I would love to see, you know, another 2x promo come out at around Christmas time next year. There were some decent masters. CD Lamb was good, and I think CD got, what did he get, 3x or 2x chems? So hey, Stocking Stuffers was pretty solid. I'm gonna throw Stocking Stuffers. I'm gonna throw with like Bo Knows. I think it's up in this range. I really do. Yeah, usable card wise isn't the greatest, but those 2x chems, very, very valuable. Okay, so next up we have Superstars or Superstar MVPs. I guess they were just called Superstars this year. They'll forever be known as Superstar MVPs. This is basically known as the first promo of each year. Superstars, Superstar MVPs. This year it was all right. I think Saquon was definitely that guy. I had Buddha, Saquon. I think I ended up getting Marlon as well. There was a Von Miller. I mean, there were some all right cards. Russell was in this. But remember, this is the first promo of the year. Any good 86s that were really picked up? I guess Terry McLaurin was like decent budget guy, but he was kind of overshadowed by, you know, Jamar Chase, obviously. But yeah, Superstars. So long ago, was it? So long ago. I'm gonna throw it C tier. I feel like it didn't knock my socks off, but it was all right. I'll throw it C tier. I mean, it's always kind of in my opinion. So yeah, C tier. So next up is Team Diamonds, one of the more popular promos each year because there's a lot of cool names, like, you know, names that might not be legends, do get some pretty cool upgrades. I think the last drop of Team Diamonds was pretty bad. I think as far as usable cards, there wasn't really any. Like look back at my Madden 21, you know, Team Diamond, or what were they called back then? I don't even remember. But if you look back at that video or those videos from Madden 21, there was, I think I made like 8 gameplays that day, and I'm pretty sure when these cards came out, I don't even remember making a single, like maybe like 1 or 2 I made, but I don't really like remember any of these guys. I really don't. Oh, I did an Andre Johnson gameplay. I guess on the first drop I did a lot of gameplays, right? Because I did Josh Cribbs, I'm pretty sure. I did Ahmad Green, I'm pretty sure I did. I did Charlie Joyner. Do I remember any of these gameplays? Oh, I definitely did Andre Rison, and I did Ahmad Rashad. Oh yeah, I guess I did a lot of these gameplays for the 90 overalls, and these cards came out, you know, late September. But again, these cards are gonna be kind of lifted up by the fact that I like, you know, the 3x and the 2x chems. Deuce Staley was pretty cool. I guess we all wish that he was 240. They only made him 220, but I think Team Diamonds this year, just because, again, of what this promo has been in the past and also what it should have been in this year's Madden, as my mouse is not cooperating. I'm gonna throw it lower than what you might think. I'm gonna throw it like C tier. I like, again, I feel like it could just be so much more, but it's just not. Like, why are we not getting just a bunch of usable cards? Like, I mean, outside of theme teams, there really wasn't a lot of guys that you're gonna be going after. There just simply wasn't. So next up, we have the Team of the Week promo, and again, you guys know my thoughts on the Team of the Week promo. I think it's god awful. I think it's, for what it's supposed to be, it's really stupid. Like, it's really a stupid promo. I think a lot of the, you know, Team of the Week cards that we get, like, you know, Boomer Esiason's, even like Reggie White should be like a legend. Like, why is he in a Team of the Week promo? You know, Mike Rucker, like, you know, Doug Baldwin, like, make those guys Team Diamonds. Don't all these Team of the Week cards, they should be current players that are actually playing well in the NFL. Like, that's what it should be. I made a full video on my thoughts on this. I'm not gonna do it again, but just know I hate this promo, and I think that it needs to be revamped or just completely eliminated. I mean, Team of the, maybe not eliminate it completely, but just throw it away, recycle it. I don't know. I don't understand the point of this promo. It's just another lazy promo that EA does, because, you know, 80% of the content drop is pre-scheduled, and it still comes out late. Just lazy. So Ultimate Kickoff is, I feel like, one of the most forgotten promos every single year, and this year was really no different. If we didn't get, like, you know, Calvin Johnson and Sean Taylor, which are two of the biggest names in Mutt every year, and also Julio, there's some hype around him as well, but this promo was really bad. Every single team got an 88 overall, and every single team got a very bad 88 overall. Like, these cards are very bad. I guess like Will Fuller was all right, but no one used these cards, man. Just no one. Like, there wasn't a card that was really even used. Yeah, so outside of Calvin Johnson and Sean Taylor, this promo was very forgettable, and I honestly did forget about this whole content drop until about yesterday, when I started looking at these at all these promos again. But yeah, this one was brutal. This one was pretty bad. I think it's D tier again. Hopefully we start getting a little more top heavy here to end the list. I guess we're probably pretty close to halfway done. But yeah, hopefully we start getting some more positive promos coming in here. Hopefully. Fingers are crossed for them. So next up, I have what I believe is the whole Wildcard Wednesday promo, which went on the whole year. Obviously, a lot of cards, a lot of content. And I think this year, it was better than ever. And I would say this is one of the promos EA did a good job on. I think throughout the whole year, we were getting a bunch of usable, bunch of hyped up cards that were affordable for really everyone. Could be used on God Squads, could even be afforded by, you know, some budget or no money spent guys too. And there was rerolls. So I think Wildcard Wednesday throughout the whole season was one of the more exciting days of the year. Like, Wednesdays was one of the more exciting days, I think, personally. Obviously, heavyweight sucks and sometimes veterans suck, but outside of that, Wildcard Wednesday, I think it's an A tier promo. I will go that far to say that. It was very consistent this year, and definitely was where a lot of the excitement was, in my opinion. So next up, we have the Zero Chill promo. One of another fan favorite promo, one of the better promos usually each year. I think this year it was really carried by gifts. I think a lot of the, you know, just normal Zero Chill drops, not Ghost of Madden. Ghost of Madden was amazing, and it always is. But I think just as far as the base Zero Chill part of the promo, I think it was pretty bad. Like, Kyler Murray I liked, which wasn't popular. No one was using Kyler Murray because everyone was using Derrick Henry, obviously, and there's obviously the out of position guys as well. But I feel like this promo, I mean, like the base part of the Zero Chill promo, I don't think was that great. Like, I really don't. Outside of Derrick Henry, Isaiah Simmons, and all the gift cards, I mean, these base cards really aren't anything special. Like, Mike Vick's one of the better ones. He genuinely is. Cordero, I guess like the free cards are pretty good. Cordero was a big W. Tom Brady, not really. Be the running back Odell. So, yeah, Zero Chill. I'm gonna throw it. I think because of Derrick Henry, Isaiah Simmons, Marlon Humphrey, Ricky Williams, and also because I did like Kyler Murray, I'm gonna leave it, you know, higher, like at A tier. But I wouldn't be surprised if some of you guys have it, you know, mid to high B tier. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, the base part of the Zero Chill promo was not that good. And honestly, if they split up, you know, the GIF, you know, the GIF parts of the promo and the normal part of the promo, Zero Chill would probably be in C tier. It genuinely probably would be. Okay, so now we have Gridiron Guardians Part 2, and EA definitely turned it up compared to Part Number 1. I think Part Number 1 wasn't good. Part number 2 was really good. I like Joe Namath, the Slinger 1, the good speed, good abilities. Joe Namath was amazing. Max Crosby was good. Roquan was good. All the Masters were good. The Deion Sanders card, like the, what was it called? Like a champion card? What did they call it? Champion Boost Edition. He also added +1 man, +1 zone to all cornerbacks, good speed, all those things. Deion Sanders was amazing. Super sought after card. Were the 94s all right? The 94s weren't anything too special, but all the 97s I think were amazing. Deion Sanders was cool. I think I'm gonna put it at B tier. And I guess Zero Chill is still better than it because it had Isaiah Simmons and all those gift cards. Yeah, that one's kind of tough. That one, I might move Zero Chill down actually. I think I might move Zero Chill down. Maybe I'll move Zero Chill down. We'll move Zero Chill down and we'll just put it in front of Gridiron Guardians. I don't think it's a tier ahead of Gridiron Guardians Part 2. I simply just don't think that. So now we have Ultimate Legends, and this one is obviously still going. So I guess my final, thoughts on Ultimate Legends, I can't really give you, but I think it's been really good this year. I really do. I like Ultimate Legends so much more than normal Legends because the limited times are actually, new players. I do really enjoy that. Now that there's rerolls and stuff too, I think it's made it even better. I do really enjoy it also, the pre-baked abilities. It makes the limited time cards feel exclusive, makes them feel unique. So yeah, I think Ultimate Legends this year has been really good. From the first drop to now, there really hasn't been many bad weekends. There really hasn't been. Like, all these cards have been like really good. So great job by EA. Even the collectible cards have been good too. I'm gonna put Ultimate Legend at our first S tier promo of the day. I think this year Ultimate Legends was absolutely perfect and amazing. So next up we have NFL Honors, and in my opinion the NFL Honors promo was god awful this year. Not only do I usually hate the format of NFL Honors, I feel like EA could do a pretty cool job with like a promo or some kind of packs or some kind of way to make these cards more easily obtainable. I think the MVP and the offensive and all those defensive player of the year and rookie of the year and all those things, I think would make for a pretty cool promo, which I guess it is a promo, but the only way you can get these guys is through packs, which I find kind of stupid. I really do. Especially, I guess in Madden 20 we had Lamar Jackson. In Madden 21 there was like the Josh Allen and there was an Aaron Rodgers obviously in Madden 21 as well. But in Madden 21 the difference is that Aaron Rodgers is actually sought after because people want to use his release. In this year's game we had Joe Namath, we had Marcus Mariota, who came out very long ago. We've had a bunch of guys who had those Slinger 1 Rodgers release, so it didn't really feel special. There was no point in spending 800 and 900k on Aaron Rodgers. Not to mention that Jonathan Taylor was 600k, and when this card came out, he was slower than everyone else. Like, it was a bad promo this year, so I am gonna throw the NFL Honors promo into the throwaway. I think it was really bad this year. Even the card art was bad in my opinion. So yeah, usually the card art also does carry. I think it was all just bad this year. So next up we have Rookie Premier. I'm gonna look at both Rookie Premiers that were in the game this year, the ones to start the year and then the ones that just came out. So the ones to start the year I really liked. The 86s I was a big fan of. I did enjoy this format of RP a lot more than the ones that upgrade throughout the year. I feel like we got a lot better cards. For example, like JC Horn's Most Feared card never would have came out if his card upgraded. I guess Micah Parsons, his limited time card during Christmas never would have came out if his RP upgraded. Same with Kyle Pitts, same with guys like that. So I know looking back you wish, if my Kyle Pitts upgraded I would have had his Blitz limited. I guarantee you that card never would have came out if that's how it still worked. And I think whenever these cards were out in the game to start the year, they were the best at their position. A lot of them were. Mo Rig was insane. Like, a lot of them were just crazy. Mo Rig also never got another upgrade this year. Didn't he? He played this year too. Yeah, Mo Rig only had this upgrade the whole season. That's kind of crazy. So yeah, as far as part 1 RPs, I'm a big fan of them. And then for the Madden 23 RPs, where is that? Where is M20? There it is. Madden 23 Rookie Premier. I think another W. 32.99s, and that's also going to be in the game next year. So I think RPs, I think I might do it. I think RPs may have pulled off an S tier year. I really do. Just to complete the year, to start the year they were good, and to end the year, a lot of these cards, I mean, they're obviously very good, and they also play in next year's game as well. And there's a lot of good ones, and there's 32 of them. So yeah, I'm gonna go, and every single team got one too. That's another crazy W. So potentially RP could pull off an S tier sweep next year as well. So yeah, shout out to the RP promo. So next up, we have Team Champions. I think easily one of the most disappointing promos of the year is this one right here, because the Madden 21 version of this promo was absolutely insane. I'm talking a bunch of really cool new names, a bunch of, very usable cards. This promo was just bad. It was bad. And the only reason it's not in throwaway is because there was chems. And also these cards were just so expensive. Like, it was a really bad promo. I guess I might put it in throwaway. I'm gonna put it in throwaway just because I hated how expensive they were. I just forgot about that until right now. And yeah, the 3x chems are cool, but I genuinely hated how expensive they were and just how unusable all these cards were outside of theme teams. It was bad. I think it was really bad. So yeah, I'm gonna put Team Champions, throw it away, come back next year, clean the slate, and just do better, EA. Just do better. So next up, we have the NFL Draft and the NFL Draft Past promo. I think this year was the worst out of the last 2 seasons I played, since Madden 20, so 2021, and then this year. I think this year was the worst. To be fair, this year was one of the worst draft classes for Madden-wise, I think, just because there wasn't like a lot of quarterbacks near the top, and usually that creates some hype, being able to log into the game and use all the new quarterbacks. Especially last year, we had Zach Wilson and Mac Jones, Trey Lance, Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, all those guys were amazing. So I guess that also does put Madden 22 at a disadvantage. And then for the Draft Past, which is right underneath it, I also don't think it was that great. I think Madden 21's version of this was a lot better, where we had 199 overall for each pick. I think that was super cool, and I think it should have been done again. So I guess comparing it to Madden 21's version, it really wasn't anything special. So I'm gonna put it at C tier. Could have been better. It was this year I think it was fairly And also, I forgot to say that probably like 50% of the rookies that were added into the game were wrong. Like, Sauce Gardner has dreadlocks, Breece Hall's got dreadlocks. A lot of the player models were just super lazy this year. So that's another reason why I'm gonna kind of put it down at C tier, because especially like the rookies that were added into the NFL this year, EA did like one of the laziest jobs of implementing them, in my opinion, and they just haven't fixed any of them either, which is also funny. Even on Breece Hall's RP, they just haven't fixed it. So next up, we have the golden ticket promo, and content wise, I really liked it this year. I think it was definitely better than Madden 21's cards. I like the Derrick Henry. Some of the dev golden tickets were cool. The the NFL player created idea was pretty cool as well. 2 free punter, kicker. There were some good names this year. It was a pretty good year for golden tickets. Again, you guys know I don't like when golden tickets are going for 100K. I think it should be like how it was in Madden 20, where some of these guys are going for maybe 2 mil. And I think it makes this part of the year, a lot more enjoyable to play, because it feels like you're still working towards something. That's why I like when the cards stay expensive. And yeah, in the moment, you wanna have the cards be 200K, but at this point of the year, you're playing the same team every single game. Like, I'd imagine that basically every single team has like 11 players, probably more, that are literally exactly the same. But I'm not gonna knock the golden ticket promo this year for that reason. I really did like it. I think the content was good, the cards were good, the ideas were good, everything was good. So the golden ticket promo, I am going to throw it up here at S tier, before or after ULs. I think ULs was better. I think ULs may have been better because some limited time ULs are better than golden tickets. So yeah, that's my thought process there. So next up, we have the free agency promo, and I think content drop wise, it was one of the better content drops. A bunch of 98 overall cards that had good stats and got all team chems. I really did like it for that reason. Devontae Adams, Randall Cunningham was good. Like, a bunch of really good cards. Everyone got like a pretty fast tight end, all team chems again. Decent limiteds, some pretty alright limiteds, I guess. But I think it was pretty good. All in all, I think the free agency promo was pretty good. But I'm not going to knock it for this reason, but I feel like this was the beginning of the end for Madden 22, because this is kind of when it started. everyone, basically has the same team. And I think when everyone has the same team, it makes the game feel stale because you're playing the same players over and over and over again. So, yeah, this Randall Cunningham card was the best quarterback in the game when he came out, had all team chems, Devontae Adams, all team chems, Evan Ingram, all team chems, all these cards with all team chems, and, meta releases and, all these things. I think this was the beginning of the end for Madden 22. And again, I'm not going to knock this promo because, for that reason. But, yeah, just know those are my thoughts on the free agency promo. So, if, free agency is going to come back next year, obviously it's in the game every year. Just please, maybe tone down on the super meta cards that get all team chems because it makes the game a lot more stale. So next up, we have the Backyard Ballers promo, and I think this promo was the best promo of the year. I really do. Would I want to see it in the game again next year? No. I think they should leave a lot of the out of position players in this year's Madden, or else it's just going to feel like the same thing every single year. But I think for this year's, content and pre-baked abilities and all these things, I was a huge fan of Backyard Ballers. And I can't remember, was there 3 or 4 drops? I can't really remember, but all I know is there was good limiteds. There was the brother chemistries, the brother part of the promo, which I loved. Just a bunch of really, really cool names. Peyton Manning with 91 speed, Barry Sanders off the edge. This was a really good promo. Micah Parsons running back. Even the budget cards were really good. Tyreek Hill. It was just an amazing promo from top to bottom, in my opinion. So I am going to throw Backyard Ballers right to the top. I think it was the best promo of Madden 22. Would I want to see it again in Madden 23? No, don't do it. But as far as this year, I was really a fan of it. I think it really carried through a good portion of the year for sure. So yeah, Backyard Ballers right to the top of S tier. So next up, we have Campus Heroes Part 2. I did like it a little bit more than Part number 1, but not by much. I'm going to put them right next to each other. They both just weren't really that good this year. They really weren't at all. So I'm going to put, Campus Heroes 1 and Campus Heroes 2 both at D tier. And now we have the fan appreciation promo. I guess it is considered a promo, right? It definitely is. So fan appreciation, I'm gonna put it at C tier. I think the packs were bad this year, but I think the free Ed Too Tall and the free Tom Brady was pretty cool. But I feel like the packs are usually what I like about the promo. I feel like it's getting these super juiced odds is pretty cool to see. But yeah, I think fan appreciation was all right this year. It could have been better for sure. So next up is the Combine promo, and it was all right. I do actually like the idea of the boosted stats. If a DB ran better than, I think it was a 4.3. What was it? A 4.38, I think it was. I did like that idea. I think as far as names, it was also pretty good. I think Chris Johnson's a pretty hyped up name. Julio Jones, obviously. Cam Newton, super hyped up. JJ Watt's always, a fan favorite. But a lot of these cards weren't that great. Chris Johnson, super hyped up, but it wasn't that good, unfortunately, for whatever reason. His card just wasn't good on next gen. I don't know why. I was super excited for him, used him, just wasn't that great. But I did really like the idea of players in the actual combine, how they perform could give the cards in Mutt an upgrade. I really did like that idea. I think new ideas I will definitely applaud. So I'm gonna put it at B tier mainly for that reason, and also some pretty cool names. I liked what they were trying to do. I really do. So yeah, I'm gonna put it at B tier. So now we have Sugar Rush, and drop number 1 of Sugar Rush was absolutely amazing. Drop number 2 was good too, and the eggs were also really good. But I think Sugar Rush was, besides Backyard Ballers, probably the best promo of the year. It really was. And I guess to end the year, Madden did end kind of strong with Backyard Ballers and Sugar Rush. I think they did a really good job. Jalen Ramsey, Lamar Jackson, Lawrence Taylor. The eggs, like I said, were amazing. The pre-baked tank on, Barry Sanders. We had Chris Westry. We had Robert Hunt. A bunch of cards that I just absolutely loved using this year. And then, a bunch of big names, good budget cards. So, yeah, Sugar Rush, easily S tier promo. Debatably, you could put it in front of Backyard Ballers, but I think at the time of the year, Backyard Ballers, and also Backyard Ballers had its own chems as well. I forgot to even mention that. You could build a 25 Backyard Ballers. You could build a 50-50 Backyard Ballers team. I forgot about that completely. They had their own team chems. Not to mention, you also could use, you know, Julio Jones as Titans chems as well. I think Backyard Ballers was the best. But yeah, I could hear a debate for any of these being better than it, to be fair. So next up, we have Madden Machines, debatably the worst promo of the year. But surprisingly, I'm not going to be putting it into throwaway. I'm not going to be doing it. But this promo was bad. The names were bad. It was just an absolute, you know, I probably get demonetized if I say what I was really thinking. But it's bad. It was really bad. However, I did like the idea. And for that reason, I will not put it at throwaway, because I would be okay if we got a promo just like this one next year with some better names, some more usable cards. But I really did enjoy the overdrive, you know, on these cards. I think it was a really cool idea by EA. So I'm not going to put it in throwaway. I'm not going to do it, but just know it was close. It was very close. It was probably better than Gridiron. Yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, it wasn't good, all right? Either way, it wasn't good, but I did like the idea. And so now we have what I think is actually the worst promo of the year. Like, I think it was every single week, every single drop was consistently god-awful. And that was the playoff promo. It was just bad. Like, besides Josh Allen, I like, oh my God. All right. Yeah, it was bad. Just ugly. Stephon Diggs wasn't even good on his own team at the point of the year that he came out, which was is insane. It's insane. So playoffs, I think, was the worst promo of the year. And by the way, the ones on the bottom aren't like in order from left to right. Just putting that out there, but I think playoffs is the worst. I definitely do. Oh my goodness. So now we have the Super Bowl promo, which was, you know, better than the playoff promo. I think for sure. We had the Super Bowl present players, which was basically carried by Cooper Kupp, a literal golden ticket. I think he was one of the better cards that we got all year. For, you know, the point of the year that he came out, getting a golden ticket in like early February is pretty nice. Also, you know, powered up with strat cards, could get to 99 speed, which I really liked. I feel like the limiteds for these two teams weren't that great, but Joe Mixon was actually pretty good. And then, you know, there were all right cards down here. And for Super Bowl past, I think in Marcus Allen, right? It was like Marcus Allen, Fitzgerald, Ronnie Lott, DeMarcus Ware. Pretty solid drop there as well. So it was better than playoff. Was it like a A-tier promo? No, I think it was just another middle of the line promo. It was just another you know, it was an all right drop carried by Cooper Kupp. Without Cooper Kupp, it probably would have been like in here, but with Cooper Kupp, I'm going to put it up to like, you know, high to low B tier, or sorry, high C tier to low B tier. So, oh, I guess that's just Super Bowl past. There's not a Super Bowl one though. So I just put them both into one. All right, whatever. Yeah. Super Bowl content, high C tier. So now we have Team of the Year, and Team of the Year was an example of a promo or a content drop that basically every single position was just top tier. Like, they were all really good cards. A lot of them are still pretty top tier. The Player of the Year, Deebo Samuel, I think was pretty cool. I like how he had the arm bar. I actually like how unique the card felt because of that. I don't think he was worth what he was going for, but still a cool card. And then we had the running backs I loved, Kenyon Drake, Kenyon Drake, Tony Pollard, Cordero Patterson. I loved all those guys. There was the fan vote as well. I forgot about that. That was super cool. Justin Herbert wasn't that great, but I like the names. I like a lot of the content here in this promo. Some of the corners were good. Turtain, wasn't it like a Denzel Ward as well, right? It was Denzel Ward, right? That's who it was. Yeah, Denzel Ward was good. Good offensive lineman. I like the running backs though. I like Cordero Patterson. I think with like a better quarterback and a couple other things, maybe slightly better, maybe like upping Trayvon Diggs' speed, like a few things, I think it definitely could have been S tier, but I'm gonna throw it at A tier. I think Team of the Year is always just a super good promo, and this year was no different. And also, like I said, I literally forgot about the fan vote until right now. The fan vote was also a major W by EA. It was probably botted, but still, it's the thought that counts. And our final promo of the day, hopefully I didn't miss any. I may have missed, I don't think I did. I think I actually got them all. But we have the Mutt tribute promo. A promo that is usually in the game every year, as long as I can remember. Obviously, you can only work with the players that retire that year. Tom Brady did pump fake a little bit. But I actually did like the format this year. How you could pull like an absolutely godly version of the card in packs, but you could also buy like a dumbed down version of the card in the store. for a very affordable price. I did really like it. I think Gronk was amazing with the route tech. Brady was amazing with, I think he got Gunslinger Hot Route were his pre-baked. I think it was cool by EA. I think it was really a W. Even Big Ben was pretty good with good speed and stuff like that. So, yeah, I was a big fan of the Mutt Tribute promo this year. Was definitely a big fan. So, we're going to throw Tribute. We'll throw a B tier. I liked it. I think it was good this year, obviously. So, yeah, that is going to do it for today's promo tier list. Let me know what you guys think down below. And if you didn't make it all the way to the end of the video, let's comment the Santa emoji. Let's comment the Santa emoji if you are watching all the way till the end. And while you're watching this, it is Saturday. So, yeah, we're going to have I Rate Your Teams tomorrow. I am working on like a longer video with some more production. Like, I'm actually taking my time on this video. That's kind of where that's kind of why I haven't been uploading that much. And also there isn't any content as well. But yeah, just know I am working on a video that you guys are really going to enjoy coming out over the next week or so, maybe 2 weeks. I don't really know. I don't want to rush it. There's no reason to rush it. We have a lot of time until Madden 23. So yeah, I appreciate you guys, and I will see you boys in the next one.